Good afternoon.
Good
Good
afternoon.
afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mr.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mr.
Okay, welcome to the physics Zoom class, first class. We are going to see together physics subjects. Maybe most of you know me and Fountain. If you know me, we will continue in our future time and we will learn together the subject physics, one of your favorite. I think which one is going to be one of your favorite subject, okay?
Okay.
Okay, good. My name is Ebisha. I am going to teach you physics. I hope we will pass an enjoyable class together. Before we are going to see about physics, you know the definition of science. When we categorize physics, science, especially integrated science, we can find one subject of or branch of science, natural science, what we call physics. I think physics is new for you. From today begin, the definition is going to be familiar for you. Okay?
Okay.
Let us see what is physics. What is physics? Who can say something on the definition of physics from you? Most of you
Physics
are,
is one of the,
yes?
physics is one
Physics is?
physics is one of the branch of
Physics
natural science
is?
about the interaction.
Physics is a way
Physics
of
is one
observing
of
the world around us.
Okay,
Physics-
yeah. Physics
Physics
is
is one
of the branch of natural science.
that studies about the nature of matter, energy, and their interactions.
The interaction between them. Thank you. Thank you. So physics is the science of observation and the measurement. For example, how we can measure everything is dealt under what we call physics. Okay. For example, in our next time, we will see how we can measure length, mass, time. In your grade 8 physics, maybe you will see how we can measure area, volume of different objects. Okay. So
Okay.
physics is the science of observation and measurement. For example, how you can observe the interaction in your environment, you can see under physics. So physics is the science of observation and measurement generally, as well as physics is the branch of natural science which deals or study about matter, energy, and the interaction between them. For example, what's matter? You know the definition of matter itself. What's energy? You will see going in our next class, or we will see in grade 7 again. For example, we can categorize energy in different ways. For example, we will focus on mechanical energy. We will see in our physics again, mechanical energy can be divided or categorized into two.
Potential in the kinetic
Potential
energy.
energy and the kinetic energy we will see at that time. Therefore, physics is the branch of natural science which studies or deals about matter, energy, and the interaction between them. So, when you define physics, physics is the science of observation and measurement. One, physics is the branch of natural science which studies or deals about matter, energy, and the interactions between them. Okay.
ችግር የለውም። ተጫወት እባክህ። ማይክ ኦፍ ነው።
Mister.
ሰምተኛለህ? ማይክ ኦፍ ነው።
Yes.
አይሰማኝም።
Okay, I think on your Zoom PowerPoints, there is some short notes. There is some short notes. For example, as I have said first, physics is the science of observation and the measurement. Okay, science is the.
Mister, should we write
physics
it?
Yes. The
Can we
other one.
write it?
Which one? On the whiteboard?
Notes. Yeah, no.
No problem. Follow me. Follow me. It is going to be sent for you by Telegram. Okay, don't worry.
We got it.
The other one is a person who study about physics is called physicist. For example, in your grade level, there are some known or preferred or specified some physicists in your grade 7 physics. For example, Isaac Newton, Michael Faraday, James Prescott, and Marie Curie. For example, if you take Isaac Newton or Sir Isaac Newton, he discovered the laws of motion and the laws of gravity. For example, how there is a motion he discovered for the first time. The other one is laws of gravity. For example, gravity to have its own force, which attract an object towards the center of the earth. So this concept is discovered by the physicist, famous physicist Isaac Newton. Okay, Isaac Newton. The other one is Michael Faraday. Michael Faraday is another famous physicist who discovered the generation of electricity from magnetism, and he built the first dynamo. Okay, he built the first dynamo. For example, the concept of generation of electricity from magnetism is how you can understand this concept. Michael Faraday discovered the first or the generation of electricity from magnetism. For example, if a wire or coil of wire rotates in the magnetic field, the electric charge produced in the coil of that rotate in the magnetic field. So he discovers the first generation of electricity from magnetism. And the other one of his discovery is he built the first dynamo, okay? The first dynamo. Other one is James Prescott. He discovered the relationship between mechanical energy and heat energy. Mechanical energy and heat energy. We will see what's mechanical energy. As I have said first, mechanical energy categorized into two, kinetic energy and electrical potential energy. Especially when heat energy increase, mechanical energy increase, especially kinetic energy. When heat energy increase, kinetic energy increase. So James Prescott Joule discovered the relationship between mechanical energy and the electrical energy. Another one is Marie Curie. She won about for her discovery a Nobel Prize for her discovery of polonium and radium elements, or what we call radioactive elements. Okay, radioactive elements. So there are many, for example, another physicists like Albert Einstein, and there are many physicists in our world. Okay.
Okay.
This point is clear for you. I think under this concept, you must know about definition of physics and some non-physicists in your grade level. Okay, your grade level. The other one is, or the second point is purpose of studying physics. Why we study physics? We can summarize by the given concept which is written and given for you. For example, when you study physics helps you physics helps you in your life or in this world to understand concept, relationship, principle, and the laws of nature. What is the relationship between this nature? What is laws and principles in this world? You can understand by studying physics. For example, laws of motion. We do have 3 laws of motion. Newton's first law of motion, Newton's second law of motion, Newton's third law of motion. Again, laws of magnetism and electricity and etc. By studying physics or by learning physics, you can understand, or it helps you as you understand this concept, principles, and laws of the nature. Okay, laws of the nature. Another point is do activities or experiments. Do activity or experiment to formulate and check theories. For example, if there is theory in science, to do that activities or experiment and to formulate that theory, physics help you correctly. Okay, physics help you correctly. The other point is describe some application of physics on your daily life. For example, when you study physics, you will apply some applications in your real life or in your daily activities. For example, why in nature, how objects move, why they come to rest, how they can start motion, why they stop their motion, and etc. You will see this one, or you will understand this one by the concept of physics again. Okay, by the physics again. Other one is to solve practical problem in your daily life. For example, if there is problems in real life, depending on the concept of your physics education, you can solve that problem. And understand the cause and the effect in natural phenomena. For example, to understand this point, why when you throw an object to the sky, they come back to Earth, or they fall down to the Earth's center. Why? There is some effect, or there is some cause in this case. For example, the other point is you can't walk on a smooth surface. You walk on a rough surface simply, but you can't walk on a smooth surface because of what? There is something. For example, in case of by the concept of friction, we will see this one. So why you learn physics? To understand cause and effect in your natural phenomena. Okay, and your natural to understand the cause and the effect of natural phenomena. And physics help you to live in a modern world. Okay, you change your environment in modern way or intuitive way, and you can live in that way. The concept of physics help you generally. Okay, so the purpose of studying physics is what we list, some of it listed below, but not only this one. There are many. Why we learn physics? There are many in your life, or it concerns with your life in different way. The other point you are going to see, physics maybe not directed with some subjects, and physics directly concerned with other subjects. For example, if you take social parts like history, civics, politics, religious, midwife, and etc. are not directly related to physics. What does this mean by that? What does this mean? History, civics, and ethical education, politics, religious, and midwife, and etc. are not directly related to physics.
Mister,
What this point does mean? Yes.
I have a question here.
On what? On what points?
What's midwife?
Midwife. Okay. Midwife. Midwife is a subject or in healthy education, one subject which helps pregnant women and the child and the etc. Do you understand what I've said?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, good. What this point shows: history, civics, and the ethical education, politics, religious, and the midwife and the etc. are not directly related to physics.
Physics.
What this point shows? What this point shows? Okay, this point shows to learn civics, to learn history, to learn politics, to learn religion, and the midwife, physics concept is not directly affect the subject or not essential.
Yes.
Not essential. Okay.
Okay.
The other point is the main goal of learning.
The main goal of learning physics is to gain better
understanding of the world and the things in it. Have you seen what I have raised first? The main goal of learning physics is to gain a better understanding of world and the things in it. What is the things in the world? To get the understanding of this one, physics is essential for you. Or it will have impact on you. To understand this one, you must correct.
ኢሩቤል ለካስ ማለት ነው።
Please don't.
Rest in peace English ብሏል። ለካስ እንትና ነው የሚስተር
የምታወሩ ልጆች እስኪ ሙቭ እናደርጋቸዋለን ብለዋል ሚስተር። ባታወሩ የተሻለ ይመስለኛል። Try to follow us. Okay, the second point is relationship of physics to other science and the disciplines. There is some relationship between physics and the other subjects, especially natural science. Physics, between physics and the other science, there is no clear border. These points wanted to say there is no clear border between chemistry and the physics, between biology and the physics. There is no clear border. They depend on each other. For example, to learn physical chemistry, concept of physics is very essential. And for example, you will learn in physics about your eye. You will learn about your eye in biology. But there is a lens in your eye. Your eye is deals or study under biology, and about lenses deals or study under physics. Therefore, together to understand about your eye correctly, to learn about your eye correctly, the concept of physics and the biology is essential. So, knowledge of physics overlaps. Knowledge of physics overlaps with knowledge of chemistry, biology, astronomy, and geology. For example, biophysics. Biophysics is the combination of biology and the physics. Astrophysics, combination of astronomy and the physics. Geophysics is combination of geology and the physics. Okay. So the concept of biology and the physics may be overlap, and the concept of astronomy and the physics overlaps. The concept of geology and the physics overlap. For example, astronomy is, what is astronomy, by the way? What's astronomy? What is astronomy? The science of what?
Studies about star.
Plus and
Yeah,
Tony.
yeah.
Astronomy is a branch of physics.
Studies about star.
Celestial bodies.
It's the study of
Okay,
space.
thank you. Astronomy is the science of universe. That means it study about planets, galaxy, stars, and etc. So astronomy is the science of universe. What about geology? Geology is what? What is geology? Geology. Geology, for example, concerned with Earth, for example. There is energy, for example, geothermal energy. Geothermal energy exists in the Earth. Energy is deals under physics. Earth is studied under geology. Therefore, the concept of geology and physics overlap, okay? Overlap. So you must know relationship between physics and other science and discipline under this point again. I think this one is clear for you.
Yes.
Please.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Another point is there are branches of physics. We can divide it, for example, physics into different branches. For example, when you divide science, you can divide into chemistry, biology, and physics. As well as you can divide physics into many branches. You can divide physics into many branches. For example, mechanics, optics, electricity and magnetism, sound, heat, nuclear, astronomy, and etc. Not only this one, by the way. At this grade level, we will focus on the given on this point, okay? For example, mechanics deals everywhere motion. Mechanics means concerned with physical motion of a body. Why an object moves, it is dealt under mechanics, deals about motion. And another branch of physics is sound. This deals about, we will see this one in your grade 7 physics, unit 7, about sound. How sound produce or the production of sound, transmission, and other properties of sound. For example, other properties of sound, reflection of sound, what we call echo. We will see this one in unit 7 of your physics. Okay. For example, the production of sound is to produce, there must be the vibration of an object. To transmit, it needs or material is essential, what we call media. And the other properties of sound, maybe reflection of one of other properties of sound is reflection of sound. For example, when the sound hits a smooth surface, it reflects. So this one is dealt under the branch of physics, what we call sound. The other point is optics. Optics studies about, again, production of light, transmission of light, and other properties of light. Other property of light, for example, we can raise again, reflection of light again. Light can reflect. And the other branch of physics is electricity and magnetism. For example, we can see this one in two different branches again. For example, electricity deals about electric energy or about current, and the magnets deals about magnets. For example, laws of magnetism and etc. Therefore, electricity and magnetism deals with a charged body at rest, and in motion, and the relationship between electrical and magnetic properties of a body. For example, an electric or a body which transfer electric current or do have its own magnetic field. It do have its own magnetic field, what we call electromagnets, electromagnet force. We will see this one again in your next or in your future physics. We will see this one again. The other one is heat. It deals with temperature. Look, heat deals with temperature, heat transfer, exchange of molecular at molecular level. For example, again, we will see this point again in your grade 7 physics and under unit 6. For example, what's temperature, what is heat, how heat can transfer, and how we can measure temperature. We will see again. We will see again. For a time being, you must know the branch of physics as is period. The other one is nuclear physics. Nuclear physics deals with the interaction in the atomic level. There is interaction at the atomic level. For example, in atom do have subparticles, proton, electron, and neutron. Because of this electron and the proton in the atom, there is some interaction, okay? There is some interaction. There is some interaction. The other point is astrophysics, as we have read first. Astrophysics deals with celestial bodies like planets, stars, and the galaxy. I think you do have some hints about planets, galaxy, and etc. I hope you have learned this one in your grade 6 social study. I hope about planet, stars, and the galaxy. This one is again this under astrophysics. Okay, astrophysics is the branch of physics which deals about celestial bodies. Celestial bodies are planets, stars, galaxies. For example, before there are 9 planets. Now they are discovered other planets, and you will see this one in your future life again. You know about galaxy, stars, under astrophysics. For example, if you are going to learn about astronomy, you will focus on planet, stars, and the galaxy. Okay, in your future life, you can learn this one if you prefer, and you can learn an astronomy or astrophysics subject. Okay, this point is again clear for you. I hope it is clear for all of you, not for only one student.
Yes.
It is clear for you because of there is no calculation part. It's simply
Yes.
read it
Yes.
again.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. The other point again, for example, we have raised first the relationship between physics, natural science, and other disciplines. For example, let us see the relationship between physics and the technology. The term technology is not new for you. Everywhere and every time you hear the term technology. What is technology? We will see under this one. What's the relationship between physics and technology? We will see again. For example, technology is the use of scientific knowledge. Okay. Technology is the use of scientific knowledge. Technology is the use of scientific knowledge to help human beings work as and live better. Everywhere, the aim of technology is to help human beings as human beings live in a better way and they live better and enjoy at their environment. For example, when we talk about technology help you as you your life is as your life become better for you. For example, if there is infrastructure arts in your environment, your life enjoyable. Your life become enjoyable.
Yes.
The standard of the technology at different countries are different. For example, at in West country like Europe and the etc. are the technology are affordable correctly. When you take African country, their technology is very poor and very weak. So the life is enjoyable at Western countries because of what? Because of their technologies affordable. Their technology is affordable. Don't make additional sound. The other one is technology. For example, help you things such as automobiles, TV sets, radio, airplanes, and others are product of technology. The product of technology are automobiles, TV set, radio, mobiles, airplanes, and etc. etc. Therefore, you must know about physics. How physics concept with technology, we will see again. The other point is a person who studies about technologies. For example, a person who studies about physics is physicist, as well as a person who study about technologist man. Maybe, or I hope we will get from you many technologists in future. I hope. Okay, we will get, or we will find, or we want from you many technologists in future or in your next life. We want, or we encourage you as you become a technologist man. Okay, as you become a technologist man. Okay, the other point is again, look, we have seen technology. Again, technologist is a person who studies about technology. What is technologist? Have you seen the technologist and the relationship between physics and the mathematics? Technologists apply the concept, knowledge, and the skill of mathematics and physics. To become a technologist man, you must know physics and the maths or mathematical correctly and fluently. To become a technologist man, you must know mathematics, physics, and the other subject again. So technologists apply the concepts, knowledge, and the skill of physics to produce a useful tools. For example, to produce TV sets, airplane, and etc. You must know physics correctly. You must know physics correctly. Again, the term or engineer or engineers is not new for you again. Engineers. Have you seen technology, technologists, physicists, engineers? They are approach to each other. For example, engineers are technologists who design, construct, and assemble products. Engineers are technologists who design, construct, and assemble products. For example, the home you live, your school, the road, and the etc. are assembled and produced by engineers. Therefore, engineers are a technologist. Technologists are who produce a useful tools. Okay, a useful tools. Therefore, to understand or to learn or to become a technologist and an engineer, you must know physics and mathematics concept again. So physics and the technology are, or physics and the technology do have a crucial relationship. A crucial relationship. Have you understand what I have listed now?
Yes.
I hope you understood it.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, Mister.
Yes.
Is there any question on these points?
No.
One by one, because of your name is for a time being new for me. One by one, if you do have any question on this one, you can say something before I proceed to the products of technology. Do you have any question?
No.
No? Okay.
No.
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 No? Okay.
Spin the music. Spin the music, Justin.
No, we don't have questions.
So in the rap,
Okay. Listen me.
No.
The following are criteria of a good technological products, okay? Please, there is additional sound I heard from some of you. Okay. The following are criteria for a good technological products, okay? A good product of technological products fulfills the following or it concerns with what we list below. For example, the products its functionality must be concerned what it is function. When you produce, for example, if you are a technologist man or a technology who you produce your product, you must follow or you must depend on the following criteria. For example, functionality. What's the functionality of your products or the technology's product must be? Is the products useful or not? You must be these criteria again. Durability. Its durability is long or in short, the durability of your products. And the cost is effective. That means it is, in case of it is cost, maybe cheap or expensive. For example, once technologist, if he or she produced her or his product, he or she must consider the cost of it, the cost of it. For example, affordability or the balance of the cost must be balanced in that environment, and it is cheap or expensive. Is the product if the effect of on the individual? Maybe before you are going to produce your product, you must see the effect of that product on the individual person as well as on the society. Maybe if it harm the society, it's harm the society or individual, you must see this one correctly. You must see this one correctly. The other one is effect on the environment. Maybe some products affect the environment, the environment. So the product of a technologist or a technological product must be fulfill the criteria which we list: functionality, durability, cost effective or cheap, effect on individual, effect on society, or effect on the environment. Okay. This is the point what we have seen in our today Zoom class physics. This one is the end of our today discussion. before I'm going to give some summarization point for you. Do you have any question which is not clear for you for a time being? Do you
No.
have question?
No.
Okay. Okay. If
There's
there is
not.
no question,
No.
No.
okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Mister, you
No.
don't tell us your
Listen
name.
me once. Listen me once.
you.
Listen me once. In our today discussion, we have seen the definition of physics and the consideration of why we learn physics and some branch of physics and the technology. We have seen this point. Okay. For today, enough for us. Goodbye. See you next time. Goodbye again.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Sir, what is your name?
Bye.
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 See you
Bye.
tomorrow.
Your name?
Bye. Bye, Mister. Bye.
Ah.
Mister, what is your name?
Bye, Mister.
Bye, Mister.
Bye.
Bye.